On the way, Tama and Annette did their best to pull the coffin. However, when Tama reached her limit, she suddenly snapped and told Sensei to walk already, but he didn't respond. Seeing this, Annette tried to calm Tama down. After they arrive, Sensei is impressed by how good the city looks. Annette then takes him to meet the king. The king, who introduces himself as Thomas, King of Wrath, along with his daughter Charlotte, is happy to see them. Believing they must be exhausted from their long journey, the king allows them to rest in the castle's bedchambers. On one condition, they must share their travel story with him. Hearing this, Sensei laughs and asks the king if he should tell him what it's like to sleep in a coffin. This shocks the king, who wonders if Sensei is trying to threaten him. Wanting to change the subject, Annette comments on how beautiful the princess is, which makes the king proudly smile as he reveals that the princess is getting married soon. The king then calls two men into the room. The first man's name is Gomez, a valiant warrior, and the second is Otto, a wandering minstrel of love. Since the king is now too old, he wants his daughter to marry soon, but she can't choose between the two. So, the king asks Sensei for advice on which one would be more suitable for the princess. Sensei doesn't care, saying, how should he know? He tells the king that this is a very important decision for his daughter and that he shouldn't be asking a traveler like him. The fact that the king is even asking this question shows he's a terrible king and unfit to rule. This shocks everyone. Annette and Tama quickly apologize to the king, but the king reassures them that it's okay. Meanwhile, the princess keeps staring at Sensei as he leaves. At night, while Sensei is gazing at the sky, Annette asks if he's having trouble sleeping. He replies that he never sleeps well, which makes Annette feel sad. She then asks him who Sakchan is, but before he can answer, Annette notices a tail sticking out from Sensei's bed. Furious, Annette pulls back the blanket, revealing Tama happily sleeping on Sensei's lap. Annette quickly wakes her up, scolding her for being shameless, but Tama says she couldn't help it because it was so cold. While they argue, Sensei walks outside, looking for some time alone. There, he meets the princess, and as they gaze at the beautiful lake together, Sensei suddenly expresses a desire to drown himself. This shocks the princess, who asks if he's so troubled that he wants to end his life. But he tells her she shouldn't worry about him because, in his eyes, she has more troubles than he does. The princess tells him that she still can't choose between Gomez and Otto. It hasn't been long since Gomez arrived at the castle and he already become the most dependable soldier. The king also trusts his strength, so the princess feels it would be best to choose him. However, Otto is her childhood friend. Whenever she felt down, he would write songs and sing them to her. The princess is unsure who to choose. Sensei then tells her that she's a kind person who cares for her father, unlike him, whose life has been a continuous series of troubles. He's attempted suicide, even double suicide, numerous times, greatly inconveniencing his father and family. But he never asked anyone else to decide how he should live. Before leaving, he tells her she should decide for herself what to do and figure out what she truly wants. The next day, the king happily summoned everyone to meet with him again. He told them that his daughter had finally chosen whom she would marry and wanted Sensei and his friends to act as witnesses. However, to the king's surprise, when he asked his daughter to make her choice, the princess grabbed Sensei's hand and declared that she would commit double suicide with him. This shocked everyone. The princess told Sensei that after speaking with him, she thought about everything all night and realized something. Whenever she felt down, Otto would write songs and come to sing them to her. But she also noticed that he came even when she wasn't feeling down. He even came to visit her last night too. In short, he seemed to have a lot of free time. The princess thought that Otto didn't love her, he just wanted someone to perform his newest songs for. As for Gomez, she couldn't marry him either because he smelled terrible. Yes, that right, this guy didn't shower at all. Hearing all of this, the king got angry, tried to scold her, but she scolded him back, questioning why he would force her to marry someone without considering her feelings. She didn't even want to get married in the first place. She felt that no one cared about her feelings except Sensei. This made Sensei smile and agree to her request to commit double suicide with her. As they talked, Gomez revealed that he was actually a servant of a wrathful Dark Lord. His plan was to become king of the kingdom and then offer it to the Dark Lord. Gomez believed that his disguise had been exposed by the princess when she mentioned his bad smell. However, the princess was unaware of his true identity. With no turning back now, Gomez decided to kill everyone. Meanwhile, Tama tried to wake Annette to join the fight against Gomez. As Gomez defeated all the guards, Tama had no choice but to fight alone. Otto used his song to boost Tama, but nothing happened because he was using a new song he had just created. This guy is useless. As Tama fought Gomez, she was struck by his horn, causing her head to bleed. Realizing she couldn't win, Sensei asked Gomez to kill him and the princess first, as they both wished to die. This made Gomez laugh. He said that if they were so desperate to die, he would grant their wish and kill them first, then proceed to kill the king, burn the city to the ground, and wipe out every last citizen of the kingdom. As Gomez charged at them, Tama and the king tried to stop him but were too slow. As Gomez got closer and closer, the princess changed her mind, telling Sensei that she no longer wanted to die. She wanted to live and protect the people of her kingdom. Sensei smiled and looked at the princess, saying he always knew she was a kind princess. As his partner in the double suicide, she simply wouldn't do. With that, he pushed her out of the way. Just as Gomez was about to strike him, Annette woke up and created a barrier to protect him. She told Sensei she wouldn't let him die as long as she was by his side. The barrier was so strong that it managed to break the monster's horn, creating an opening for Tama to land a decisive blow and defeat the monster. Afterward, Tama and Annette expressed their gratitude to each other, while the king apologized to his daughter for not considering her feelings. The princess forgave him, and from that day on, she decided to take matters into her own hands and become a queen. On the way to another city, Tama wondered if the princess was doing okay, but Sensei reassured her that she didn't need to worry. After all, it was a decision the princess made for herself. Sensei thought that while drawing women are beautiful, women who stand up for themselves are also beautiful. If you come this far, please consider liking and subscribing for more video like this. Thank